And, speaking of love, speaking of the people and doing things for the people that you love the most, love listen, love comes in all sorts of shapes and sizes. We've talked about it a little bit on this podcast. I've told the story of Megs and I. We've known each other for like our whole lives, essentially, like 12, 13 years old. Like, we've been together pretty much for ever now, and it's pretty much going to continue to go that way, unless a meteor hits the planet, whatever the situation may be. But so love is such a we see it in so many different ways. Some people do the apps, you know what I mean? I go to weddings all the time, and a majority, a very high percentage of the couples that we do weddings for on a weekly basis have met on dating apps. And then past that, the majority of those same people will include that fact in their prenuptials during the ceremony. Whether it's their vows or whether the officiant says it, everyone is always quick to mention the fact that, Jessica and her husband David met on Bumble or Tinder or Grindr or whatever app it was. We've heard literally all of them. We've been to a wedding where someone has mentioned every significant dating app during the ceremony into the microphone at some point in time. I'm not capping on that. I have people to prove it, and I've probably got some of the audio recorded to prove it as well. So don't push me, dude. So love comes in all shapes and sizes. You know what I mean? Some people meet online, in person, at a cafe, at work, in high school, in college. You know what I mean? Some people go on reality TV, and even that reality TV is such a wild, wild west of a ball game, because you have everything from so serious, like The Bachelor, all the way down the pipeline to like the Love Islands and like the MILF Manors and the crazy ridiculous ones, and like 90 Day Fiance and Married at First Sight and The Ultimatum and the Love is Blind and the twist and the games and the different bits that they put on the twist of finding love. And then we get into like, the F-Boy Islands and there's other ones. And there's so many ways for someone to find the person that they're meant to be with forever on this planet, right? Whether that happens naturally or it's forced or it just happens or whatever the situation may be, rearrange. Some people have arranged marriages. You know what I mean? Love comes in all shapes and sizes. And some people express their love, you know what I mean, with like, hugs. Like Megs is a hugger. I'm not. Probably why we get along. Some of my friends are, and those of them who are receive hugs from me. My family members, some of them do, some of them don't. It depends on where I rank you in my life. If I hug you, that means I rank you higher. If I don't, that means I rank you lower. And guess what? Those ranks change. So if I hug you one week, I might not want to hug you the next week, and vice versa. And some people who are at the top have been at the bottom. Some people at the bottom have made their way to the top, and they get hugs all the time. Some people are grandfathered in and get hugs all the time, right? But naturally, new people and most of my friends and people that like are acquaintances or whatever, I'm not really a hugger in that aspect. Even like my family and loved ones, I'm not that big of a hugger, but I'm working on it, okay? And so some people are physical, some people are emotional, some people send cute long text messages, some people get flowers every Monday, some people get flowers every month, some people buy gifts, some people get chocolate, some people write poetry for the people they love. There's so many ways that people express their love. And so for some people like Adam22 and Lena, his wife, they express their love by having sex, and not only with each other, very rarely, by the way, very rarely with each other, but not only with each other, but with usually the addition of one or two other people. Now, they do this via their podcast. A lot of people don't know about PlugTalk, so I'm going to let you in on the little secret. PlugTalk is a podcast just like this one. Not quite like this one, but just like this one, where every week they interview a female artist. Now, this female artist just so happens to put most of her art and use most of her talents on the website OnlyFans. And so most of her talents are spent there, if you catch my drift. Then, after PlugTalk is done recording the podcast, Adam and his wife Lena go to the back room with the guests that they just interviewed. They all get naked and they have a threesome and they have sex and they film it and they put it on the OnlyFans accounts. So, for the adults listening and the children with their ears covered, now you know exactly what the PlugTalk podcast is. It's just like this one, except after I'm done recording, no one's having sex. There's no one to interview. No one's up here banging. We don't have an OnlyFans account. And pretty much everything that happens after the podcast, is different compared to mine. So it's quite the opposite, actually. So they interview the model and then they have sex with her, right? And so for the whole relationship, it has just been Adam, his wife, and one other girl. And it's either of his choosing or her choosing. They don't really care. As long as Adam and Lena are both in the room, that's just how their relationship works. You can kind of call it open, but not really, because I don't think they're into like doing it on their own. I think it just has to be a business only kind of thing, and or Adam just needs to be watching or in the room participating, right? Let's be honest, it's a dominance, it's a control thing. And most men would say he's winning. I'm not, but like most men would, right? So it's kind of crazy. So they get married. And as a wedding gift, right? This all happened this year. They get married. As a wedding gift to his now new wife, Lena, Adam goes and finds the biggest and, for just sake of the word, biggest, blackest porn star that he could find, and he lets his wife have sex with this man. And, if you know where to find it, you can see the video if you want, if you're into that kind of stuff, for the adults still listening. And so now they want to do it again, except Adam wants in on the action. And what better way to find the man for their very first boy-girl threesome as a married couple than to film, edit, produce, and upload to YouTube their very own reality dating TV show called For the Love of Lena. And honestly, it's smart from a business standpoint, but hey guys, what are we doing, right? Like, let's just let that sink in for a minute. We're doing a lot of deep processing on this episode to the point where we've got one really weird marriage over here with Jada and Will, and we've got another really weird marriage over here with Adam and Lena. And it's the episode of marriages. You know what I mean? I think it's appropriate. I think it's appropriate for what I do and most of the stuff that we talk about on a daily basis. So For the Love of Lena, the first episode premiered, and I have a few questions, and I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know if I'm ever going to get an answer. I don't know if I'm ever going to get an answer as to why these things are happening. So, of course, for the format of Adam and Lena's show, they, of course, pretty much have just copy and pasted what every other, dating reality TV show has done. And basically, we get an introduction of all the contestants, the 10 men who are competing for Adam's wife. Essentially, the title of number one is 10 men compete for my wife. And so it's very clear to all these men going in that the prize is a threesome with Adam and his wife and the man they choose. And they're going to film it. It's going to be on PlugTalk. It's going to be on their OnlyFans. It's going to be a thing. They're going to make money off of it. That's the whole point of the whole thing. These two don't have sex with anyone unless there's money involved. Unless they're making money on their OnlyFans, they're getting a bag from a production company, they're getting money from YouTube like this, or whatever the situation is. they're not doing anything with anyone else unless there's money attached. So, like, best believe that's why we're here. So we're not going to go through the whole 25-minute episode, but there's a few people we need to talk about. And the first one is Crip Mac. And you heard that right. His name is Crip Mac. And this man, I'll let you be the judge. Here we go.
What's cracking with everybody out there? It's Crip Mac. I'm here. Like you know, I'm trying to win Lena's heart over so I can bust her coochie in the asshole like she wants and treat her how she needs to get treated. I'm gonna fight anybody over her. Hey, Lena, you're mine. Quit playing. I'm a crap.
I'm a crap. Listen. What's he wants to do? Coach her asshole. He wants to bust her open and treat her like she's meant to be treated. Crip Mac is not here to play. He is serious. He is ready to fight anyone who gets in his way. And his goal in life now is to no longer survive. He could care less about food, water, his health, his vehicle, his car. He has nothing to his name. He has sold all of his possessions, his clothing, everything that he owns is now on his body, primarily because he spent all of his money on the face tattoos. But this man is here for one thing and one thing only, and that is to be the nastiest person he can be on a bed that cost more than anything he owns that he just had to sell with Lena. And if he has to fight anyone to get there, he'll do it. I mean, this man is down to business. I mean, honestly, it looks like Crip Mac just got done talking to Tasha K about Will Smith and his gay tendencies, but that's besides the point. Welcome, Crip Mac. His shirt says Mactastic. What's it say? It says Mactastic. His shirt says Mactastic. I need it. I need a Mactastic shirt. If you can buy a I'm going to go, as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to buy myself a shirt. And if you can't, I will find a font for free and I'll have Megs whip up the Cricut. And I'll have a Mactastic shirt by next episode, by God. Oh, I want a Mactastic shirt so bad. Not because of Big Crip Mac. No. Nothing to do with him, but because I just love Big Macs from McDonald's. And I would love a shirt that just says Mactastic so that people can be like, wow, he eats a lot of McDonald's.
Oh, God.
Here we go.
A lot of face tattoos.
Oh, my God. Look out.
You, Adam, you with the fighting baby snap, Sally.
What?
I don't have a rose, but I want to bust that coochie in the asshole. You want to get it down?
No.
Get it down.
Wait, no. This is like a mutual thing. Like we're
No. I want to bust her coochie in the asshole. We're going to get you out of the situation.
Right, but the whole idea is that we're going to do it together. Yeah. No, why are you leaving?
He's got an Atlanta Falcons tattoo right on his cheek. And first of all, Crip Mac just wants to get down to business. He is here, like I just said, he is here for one reason and one reason only. And as soon as we get up them stairs, he doesn't have a rose. He wants to bust open that coochie and asshole, and he wants to fight Adam. And he's getting him out of the picture as soon as possible. Crip Mac doesn't understand the rules of the competition, which is probably why his time on the show is going to be short-lived. He's viral, so I'd imagine that Adam and Lena are probably going to keep him around for as long as possible, because if any show, let alone the ones on television, if any show, it's a reality TV show for a married couple's threesome partner on YouTube that would put someone on the show on purpose just for views and ratings and likes and So Mactastic comes in heated and he wants to bust open that coochie and arsehole. And I almost expected him to push Adam off the balcony. I thought we almost lost Adam22. I thought Mactastic almost killed Adam22. I thought it almost happened. and he wants to get straight to business. He's ready to go to the bedroom, and he doesn't even give her a hug. He doesn't even want to hug the girl he's trying to have sex with. You know what I mean?
You didn't even give me a hug.
Oh, I want a hug. Oh, that oh, God damn.
Can I have a hug too?
No,
Wow, okay, I don't know.
Why is he leaving? He didn't even tell us his name.
First meeting grab is a lot for me.
That was so overwhelming.
Lena's best feature is her I want to eat it, and I want to her in her.
You know what? Honestly, I gotta. If I had to say the same thing, if I listen, that whole last statement though, it's honestly I think something a lot of men. I'm gonna clip it. It's something I think a lot of men would say to their significant other. You know what I mean? Like
Lena's best feature is her I want to eat it, and I want to her in her.
You know what I mean? It's like I would kind of say the same thing about Meg's. I would say the same thing about Meg's. Her best feature is her butt, and you know, I kind of want to do stuff to it. So listen, Mactastic, every time words come out of Mactastic's mouth, I'm more and more a fan. I was a little frightened at the beginning. I was a little scared. The whole Crip call kind of scared me a little bit, but now I'm on board. Now I get it. Now I fully understand what this man is about. And so there's one more. The next guy who comes in the door. This one, I don't know if it was a bit. I don't know if someone didn't know what they were doing. I don't know if he did. I don't know if they did. These are the answers I need answered. But this man, we've definitely seen before.
Number 3.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
My name is Chudleys, and I'm here to find love.
You telling me this guy does porn?
Why does he have tap shoes? Hi.
Hi. I wanted to give you this rose.
What's your name?
My name is Cheb, or Chudleys. Here you go.
Thank you. I like your outfit.
Thank you. I wore my tap dancing shoes because I wanted to do a little tap.
So Shirley shows up. Chad shows up. We know this guy. He's a YouTuber, dude. He is a YouTuber. He does this every day. He has 2.36 million subscribers on YouTube. This is his bit. If you honestly think that this man showed up to have a threesome with Adam and Lena wearing overalls and a bow tie and tap shoes, how hilarious. Spoiler alert, so you don't actually have to watch the full first episode because why would you? He's the first to go home. Unfortunately, we lose shirt. So it's Crip man. Listen, I don't know if he was there as a bit. I don't know if maybe he probably applied seriously and then turned it into a bit. And by God, I hope he uses it for something because I mean, this man, I mean, this is where you know him from. I mean, it's clearly, I mean, it's hilarious. The man is clearly a comedian. Like it's kind of insane how actually funny he is.
Oh, yes. This is great. It's a great day off. No, dude!
Sup, little beach?
Dude, life's a beach and you're here, dude? Dude, life's a bitch now, dog.
I'm here to F up.
It doesn't get better than that. You know what I mean? It's hilarious. We've watched this. This video is 4.8 million views and we've watched it 0.8 million of them. Like, it's insane. He's hilarious. I love that he has infiltrated the Love for Lena, No Jumper, Adam22 dating reality show where this man is searching for another man to have sex with himself and his wife. And now, of course, they made it very clear in this episode that Adam isn't engaging in any of, you know, the sexual activities with the other man. It will all be just a kind of, you know, whatever situation with them and her. you know? So listen, I don't know how any of that stuff works. I can barely handle my own fiance's big juicy bubble butt on a daily/weekly basis. So let alone anyone else's at the same time. So I'm not about it. Neither is she, but these two are. And I can't wait for next week when I bring you another update from episode 2 of Love for Lena, the threesome podcast/YouTube show /reality dating /love show, reality sexual sex show that Adam22 and Lena the Plug are doing in contingent with whatever else they do on PlugTalk and their OnlyFans page.